it started with one song. It was 24 that I read somewhere about this Cthulhu for president thing. It was like a joke. And then I made a song about it, and I liked the song so much that I wanted to make an album. So I made an album about that Cthulhu thing. I didn't know almost anything about it. Well, now I have a book about it.
Hey everybody, it's Matt from AIDIY, AIDIY.tech. I'm doing an interview today with Mikko, who's from the Mighty W Project. He has been part of this community for a while. He's not overly hugely outspoken as far as like being like in the front of it all the time, but he's always there. He's reading all my emails. He's following along. He's listening to stuff. He's constantly putting out music and a variety of music. I want to talk about his process for making animated videos. I want to talk about his culture because his culture seems to drive some of the music that he does. He's told me some things in the background that I'm really happy to dig into. Mikko, thanks for joining us. I'm really excited about this podcast. As you probably know, and people across Europe know, I love speaking to people with accents and learning about what you do and your culture and what's been around, and possibly talk about Eurovision and your part in it. I don't know. It's all open. So welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Cool. So tell us just a little bit about yourself, like the type of music you're into and all that. We'll dig a little bit deeper. Just sort of intro yourself a little bit.
Well, I live in a small city of Kitee in eastern Finland. We have like 10,000 people living here. And Kitee is the most famous thing. It's about... This is the home place of Nightwish, the heavy metal band. And I think almost every Finnish people, it's this heavier music that Finnish people like. I don't know why, but maybe it's because we are soon having 6 months of darkness here. It's winter is coming. And I have listened heavy music like 30 years. Yeah. But I also I have a large scale of music that I listen. But I like to make heavier music. I think it's my thing.
Yeah. I was seeing you sort of do a mix. There's one that let me just see my notes here. There's one that you did that was... what did I call it? Like Gaelic pop. The one you did, The Last Harbor Light. I just made up a genre. I call it Gaelic pop. I don't know. So it's not just metal music, but you sort of told me that, and I thought was really interesting because I like rock and I like metal. People tend to like metal a little bit heavier than the metal that I typically like, but you do it sort of in a certain way. And one of the things you said, I think you said, Finnish people use metal as bedtime music. So explain the scene in Finland for metal. Is it because you just got to keep yourself awake all the time because there's no sun? Like, what's the story? And just give us a glance of your culture. I'd love to deep dive into that.
I don't know if it's about that, but my sisters' kids, they are 3 and 5, and they like to listen like Arch Enemy when they go to sleep. In Finland we have this children music group called Heavy Saurus. They are like dressed up as dinosaurs, and they play heavy music, and families go to see them with small children, and yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, let me just say as well. So just to break the ice a little bit too, like if you're not comfortable with the rate of speed that I'm going with English, just tell me to slow the fuck down. Yeah. And I'll slow down, and that's fine. Just give me some kind of cue, because obviously English isn't your first language, and I love that English isn't your first language, that you know a second language. I'm excited to speak with someone like you in a country I haven't spoken to before about music. So I just want to make this as comfortable as I can for you. Don't worry if I say something you don't understand. Just tell me to fucking repeat it. Say, dude, you're talking too fast. You're using stupid words. Just say it.
Yeah. I can I keep up, but I have to think the words myself. Like,
Perfect. That's totally fine, man. People will love you either way. You just seem. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm excited to see what you have going. Now, there's this one that you sort of submitted, and it was like hugely popular. You had 12,000 views on your first instance, and like 1,200 views or something like that on your second. And it was, and you can help me. The Call of Cthulhu.
yeah.
The Call of Cthulhu. And apparently, like I looked it up, and it looks like it's something that every Finnish person is going to know, but I don't. Tell me about what that is, the relevance of it, and why it was so popular.
Well, I marketed it a bit, so
Okay.
it got so many views. But it started with one song. It was 24 that I read somewhere about this Cthulhu for president thing. It was like a joke. And
Yeah.
then I made a song about it. And I liked the song so much that I wanted to make an album. So I made an album about that, in that
Yeah.
Cthulhu thing. I didn't know almost anything about it. And well, now I have a book about Cthulhu, the Call of
Yeah.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu, is that what it's called?
I
Cthulhu.
I think there are many possibilities how to pronounce it.
So this. Okay. So what is it exactly? So for some reason, I looked up and had an impression that that's just some Finnish thing. Is it just some bullshit meme or something like that? Or?
No, it's a book about Lovecraft. It was made over 100 years ago or something like that. That book.
Okay.
Cthulhu.
Okay.
And it's a whole universe. People are writing books about Cthulhu. It's an old thing, and not a Finnish.
Nice. So people know about it. Let me just ask the next part of that, because when you say marketing, that's the interesting thing. Like if someone wants to get to 12,000, did you pay like $100 for meta ads or YouTube ads, or when you say marketing, do you mean you just basically made a shit total sort of shorts?
Yeah, no, I paid to YouTube to get some views.
Okay. Okay, so I guess the flip side of that is like, how much would you expect to pay for 12,000 views, and then like what was the knock-on effect of that? Did you get subscribers that followed along?
Yeah, it was early. I had made about AI music about 6 months or something, so I wanted to get a start. So I marketed it, and paid for that, and then
okay,
I shared it in different groups and got some organic views also. But that's the only one that I have been marketing with real money.
Yeah. Let me see. So you have almost 1,800 subscribers at this point. Just over. Well, yeah.
I got
that's good.
I got like over 1,000 subscribers with that album.
Yeah. And some people, I guess, are going to wonder if it's worth it for the one song, but
no.
Like I suppose no, it's not. There you go. It's not like I was curious. Like, but you had to stop it. All right. Yeah. So, I suppose like people would like to get that sub count, but like kind of like with my channel, like I don't like it on this channel. I don't care about sub count if it doesn't mean that it's going to carry on further, like with ongoing support and all that stuff. And I suppose, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I get these statements that I'm making are going to be sort of in the form of the question for you to sort of answer. But like if you marketed a few and you got your sub count up, and it did latch on to, I guess, some people that are digging what you're doing, I mean, would that be of value to you in the future? Like you would maybe have to, I mean, I don't even know how much would you pay to get that many subs? You don't have to be exact, but thereabouts.
I don't remember, maybe 100 or something.
$100 US, you're talking, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or euros.
Okay.
But it's not worth it because although I have like 1,700 subscribers, they don't watch my newest things. So
Yeah. So they don't come back.
it
Yeah,
was a
that's
disappointment.
a bit of ass. Yeah. But you know what though? Like it's good. Like you have to try shit.
Yeah.
Like I've tried shit on this channel, it doesn't work, and instead of going, "Oh, it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I hate my life," I just don't do it again, or I just I scale it back or whatever. Yeah. So one of the reasons I wanted to, and I'll play this song and listen to it together. There was a cool thing that you played that I meant to feature a while ago, and I may have featured. It was called "The Ale's Gone Warm."
Yeah.
And I really like this. I'm going to play it, and hopefully it comes through on here. We can sort of listen to it together, and I'll have them clean it up in the post thing. But I just want to play this because I really, really like what you did with the animation. I'm sure your animation has even gotten even better since then. Hopefully, I'll probably hit this and it'll go to an ad. So I just want to show this because I just want you to talk through the tools that you use and sort of how you use them. And the reason being is it's wide open scapes, and it's continuity between areas and shadows. And plus people sort of like this genre that are in this space, like fantasy and sci-fi sort of thing. And I thought it was really cool, and I want people to pay attention. We'll just listen. It's a 3-minute one. It's not huge. We'll just share here, and we'll just expand here. I don't normally play songs and all that stuff, but I think it's important to give it context. Can you hear?
No.
No. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can share in a different way. Stop sharing. Share. Maybe there's a share screen. It says audio include window. Oh, include audio. There we go. Share. Bring it back to the beginning. Got it?
The fiddler's long gone and the lantern's gone dim. The bar keeps asleep with his chin on the rim of a barrel, half dreaming of better old days when the songs have more cheer and the debt's always paid.
My boots are stuck fast to the ale-covered floor. I've danced all my worries, but they came back for more. The heart's burning low and the tail's growing thin, and I'm talking to ghosts I once drank on the skin.
So if you got a secret or a scar to confess, pour it out now. There's not much left. The ale's gone warm and the fire's gone low, and the stories are slurring from friend into foe. We all came for laughter, for music and flame, but it's truth that comes out when there's nothing but shame. Oh, the ale's gone warm.
So has my name.
One more round and we're done. Just one more life for the sun. Sing it loud, we've all been torn. Hearts like ours, an ale gone warm.
She's kind of hot.
The girl with the braids said never trust lovers with songs that they've made. I promised her silence, she gave me a smile, but silence and singers don't last but a while. Now I'm spilling my heart in a half-broken rhyme to no one who's sober and nothing but time. The ale's gone warm and the fire's gone low, and the stories are slurring from friend into foe. We all came for laughter, for music and flame, but it's truth that comes out when there's nothing but shame. Oh, the ale's gone warm.
So has my name.
One more round and we're done. Just one more life for the sun. Sing it loud, we've all been torn. Hearts like ours, an ale gone warm. So pass me the bottle or pass me to bed. I've sung all the words that I wished I had said. The barrel is empty, the room's gone to grey, but I'll drink to the end like it's just one more day. The ale's gone warm and the fire's burned through, and the faces are fading like morning from dew. But I'll come back tomorrow like all broken men to fill up my cup and be honest again. Oh, the ale's gone warm.
So pour me a friend.
Hey! One more round and we're done. Hey! Just one more life for the sun. Hey! Sing it loud, we've all been torn. Hearts like ours, an ale gone warm. Yeah. Hey! One more round and we're done. Hey! Just one more life for the sun.
They were pretty excited at the end about that ale,
Yeah.
even though it's gone warm. So the reason I like that, and the reason I wanted to show it is the cinematic moving around. I've seen a few people do it, but I want people that maybe haven't watched a lot of stuff to be aware that these are some of the possible. And I'll point out also, this isn't a very new video. This one's been around for a while. Like I saw this, 3 weeks ago. Okay.
Yeah.
This is how everything's blurring in my mind. I
Yeah.
swear to God, man. I swear I saw that ages ago. So what tools did you do that, and how do you do that cinematic effect that moves around and the shadows and all that?
I want to, in every video, I try different things. I want to learn something myself. So I had this idea about this, and I made it totally different way than I usually do. First I made some clips to the beginning, like the candle and.
And what do you do that in? What application do you do that in?
I use Midjourney to make the pictures, and then in that time Hailuo Minimax, it had you could use it free to try the start picture and end picture. So I made, like, first I made starting picture and then end picture, and then I made the video between them. And
yes,
in this video I put them in Clipchamp. First I put the music track and then some starting videos, and then I listened to song like 10 seconds or 5 seconds, because it makes, I think, 6-second long videos that Hailuo made. So I listened to the song like that part, and first thing that got into my mind, I decided to make a picture about that, so I could make the transition to the next picture. And then I made the video, and then I listened the next 10 seconds. And then...
Yeah, because these things are pieced together 10 seconds at a time.
Yeah, or it's like 6
people that
6
don't
seconds.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when I put them in Clipchamp, I speed it up or slow it down so it could match.
Stretch it out. Yeah.
There are some mistakes in that video, but I didn't mind them.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are, like in one picture there's handies in different way, but who cares? I don't.
Yeah.
So.
At this stage that we're at, I think as a community, we're pretty forgiving for little glitches that we see, if overall it tells the story well and the continuity's there, at least, like it's not going from one thing to some extreme weird thing that makes no sense. I think people are forgiving of 17 fingers on a hand that might crop up for a second, because we all just know we've been through it.
And the room planning, I think it's magical. Yeah, magic is the answer to that. But yeah, it was learning experience for me. Like, but it's just you take 2 pictures and make the video, and then you start the next one from the end picture. So in every, when that clip shifts, there are 2 same frames like this. The other one, it's the end frame, and the other one, it's the start frame for the next.
Yeah. So let me just try to explain, because I think all the image to video stuff have that option. Like, is that the start of the thing? Is that, or when they give you the option, you can have start and end. So that makes sense. So if you have one start that's like, I'll think of an example I'm thinking of is like Main Records has one where he showed me, it's not out yet, but it kind of scans through the outside of the village, and I'm just going, Jesus, how do you freaking do that? And like this one, like so I guess you would have the start of like the room, and then you would show the end of the room and say, hey, Kling, or whatever it is that you're saying that you use, you figure out how to get there. So it'll move around to there, right? Is that pretty much how you're saying? Yeah. Okay. So most of us think of like tiny moves, like I just want to like, here's the start, whatever. Here's the start of the image. Just make them sing or whatever, or make them raise their hands up. But if you have like two completely different things, I hadn't thought about this. If you have like one part of the room and a completely different part of the room, it's got to render the whole room to get there, right?
Yeah. There has
Perfect.
to be, yeah, it did quite well, that Hailuo. Some problems there were, like, and then one I couldn't get where the girl is sitting next to the window, and I wanted that guy to come and sit with her. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
I had to use Kling to do that, because Kling newest models are quite good.
Yeah. I find that too. So, but sometimes Kling is just impossible in the exact opposite way. Like sometimes, I'm doing Kling. I'm like, come on, Kling. Come on, man. I'm clearly friggin' telling you what to do. It's so obvious. But, you spend an hour on the same tool and like however many credits, you just got to try something else. And you just did the opposite. You went to Kling. So don't be afraid, I suppose, if that's the case. If it's just not working out, you tell me, maybe I'm wrong, but like I just go, if it's not working out for this one little 5-second clip, just try something else, the free version of something.
Yeah, and there are some, when the guys are sitting around the table, I used Google Gemini to change their positions, like I told it to make them raise their mugs, and then I made a video about it.
Did you make a video about the process?
No, well,
No.
like, how do I explain it? In start frame, they are sitting around the table, and then I put it to Gemini, and I asked it to make the same picture, but they are raising their mugs, and then I make the video from that original picture to that picture where they have their mugs up high. And Google Gemini.
Oh, is this Gemini?
Gemini, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I was looking for Gemini. That's totally my bad.
Oh,
sorry about
sorry.
that. So Gemini. Yes,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yes. Perfect.
Gemini, yeah.
Sorry. Go. So you're using Gemini. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's another thing that's curious to me. So I don't think Gemini is available in Australia. I use a not a good enough version like that, and I didn't like when I did a video. There was no ability to do anchor images on that either. Like you couldn't take a still image and do it to that. So this has progressed enough where you can.
Yeah. I just with Gemini, I don't know if I got that correct, but I use Gemini to change the picture. Like when there was this old guy also alone in the table, and he was sitting there, and then I changed his hand also, like he's raising the mug with Gemini. And then I had to take that picture to Midjourney and remove the Gemini mark from the top,
the
bottom,
yes.
watermark.
Nice. Yeah, cool. Nice. So that we got a good idea of the process. Like I told you before this podcast, I want to learn something, and I want people in the audience to learn something. But I also want to learn a little bit about like where you're from and where, if you like, before we sort of move on to that, I love that. So now I'm going to make some massive friggin' scenes, because I hadn't connected the dots in my head about taking two such extreme images and saying, okay, you figure it out to get from here to here. Because I mostly just did either I wanted to end this way, or I wanted to start this way, with someone singing. So, and then I explained, I want you to move your hands. Like, so the still image would just be like this, and you figure out how to get to the end yourself, or they're just singing and going like this or whatever. I hadn't thought about massive scenes like that. So that's brilliant. And I'm going to play with that like in an insane amount based on what you said there. So any of my videos now, actually, because it happened on this podcast, I'm not going to pay you royalties for it, but this is totally something you gave me. So anything that evolves in that way, now you just remember this podcast. So that's awesome. And I hope some people are taking that on as well.
Yeah. And
The next thing I'd like to know, go.
Yeah. When I make videos, I quite often use ChatGPT to make me the video prompt. Like
Yes.
I tell it what I want it to do, but I change it like
Yeah.
I want. But I use ChatGPT quite a lot in everything.
That's a good, and I've talked about that in a video too when I've talked about meta tags and a couple of the other ones. If you're having trouble articulating exactly in what LLM you're using, go take your words like this isn't freaking working and this is the results I'm getting, and using Gemini or Kling, and it's just not working based on what I'm saying. Say, drop those words, this is what I've got, into ChatGPT, and say, this is what I want to get. And ChatGPT is like, yeah, but use this prompt, right? And then you can drop it over there. So that is definitely a hot tip. So I don't know if you're looking to get paid for this podcast, but these are definitely hot tips that you're bringing across. So appreciate that.
I don't do this for money.
Yeah. This would cost me a lot of money. This is one of the reasons why I like to do the podcast and talk to interesting people and talk to people that have been getting good results. Because as smart as you may be and as clever as you may be in figuring this stuff out yourself, there's some dots that somebody else put together that you can learn off of. So you don't have to wait for 5 years' time for you to figure it out yourself. You hear Mikko now says that and you go, oh, that's a cool thing. Now I can add these layers onto my things. And now my prompts that I've been trying to figure out 5 hours at a time, I can just go to ChatGPT and it's going to take me 5 minutes. That's why I like doing these conversations. Other than getting to know people that I'm having it with, it's good for the community to learn in that sort of way. Who's your favorite person that I've interviewed, to put you on the spot?
I'm so bad with names.
Say it's Brianna. Everybody says Brianna. You can just say that.
No, I watched. There was one guy. I don't remember his name. Did I watch? No, I don't remember.
Doesn't matter. I was just trying to get acknowledgement because I'm very needy that you watch any of my podcasts. Yeah.
I have watched, not all, but some.
That's fine. Some is good. I can inflate that in my mind to whatever I want it to be. So, tell me about the local scene and how they feel about AI music, because I notice like a lot of the comments are very good. Like they say that's fantastic, like in some of the stuff that you have, but I don't know if that's local stuff. I don't know if that's worldwide. I don't even know where you marketed your YouTube stuff to, if you targeted sort of regional or something. I'm not sure.
I think in United States and Norway and some Eastern, Southern America countries.
Yeah. So how about the local scene? Like, how do you, when you talk to people and you tell them you do AI music, what's the reaction to that?
I think, well, my wife likes my music, so, but I have lots of friends who are real musicians, so I have asked about their opinion, and they're like, okay, yeah, but
perfect.
I might talk too much about my AI music sometimes, so I think somebody are bored. And
yeah, you know what? It's fine. Let them be.
And I use AI quite a lot in other things also. I work as a youth worker, so I teach kids that they can't believe everything that there is on the internet or what they hear or see even though it's video taken, it's necessarily not true. So
Yeah.
and
I think that's oh, sorry.
yeah, I play my music to them sometimes, and we make music with the kids. I teach them how to make music with Suno. I have kept classes in school, and yesterday I made one song with the kids in our
Yeah.
local school, just to show them that you can do this.
So, like, when you say youth worker, these are people, these are kids that have had trouble upbringings, or are you just talking about in school or in?
Yeah, I'm working in a youth house
Yeah.
in here area, and then I work at the school also. I go to school classes and
Yeah.
just help around and hang around and
Yeah.
ask how
I
I'm
like
doing.
the idea. Yeah. Well, I like the idea that you can introduce this sort of thing to the youth. And the reason why I think something like this is good is, in my experience, like when I've gone through troubled times and I've felt like the world has beaten me down and all that, I basically found like local sports. So I was able to, interact with other people in baseball and in ice hockey and all that. And it goes beyond that. So you're meeting up, and then after your baseball practice or training, as an adult, you're not just a kid. Like, I was able to talk to people, and you talk about how you sort of play and you make friends and all that. And I think the internet has been so bad at just feeding people things. Like you said, AI videos to piss people off and get emotional responses and all that. So I guess we're sort of conditioned to be on computers and phones all the time. And with AI music, it's good because, and I'm glad you're introducing to that, because like the local sport was to me, it's something you can look forward to, and it's something positive, and it's a way to, I guess, put yourself into something. And I wish more people would do that for the kids, because they're already on the phones and already on the computers anyway. So it's a passion that you could have. It's just a natural transition. Instead of sort of taking in all the bullshit messages that come about who you should hate in politics and that the world is falling apart and you should be sad all the time. Instead, here's an outlet for you. You can make 100 songs in a week. If you're a really good writer, you can write. You can use, like you said, teach the kid to use AI to do that. So what does that look like to you? Like, what do you, are the kids taking to it?
Some are, some ain't. But I think I have got some kids to interest about this thing. And for me, the first time I was hearing about Suno, it was like 1.5 years ago, a bit more. One kid came to our youth house and he told me that he had made this song with his uncle, and then he showed it to me. It was made with Suno, and then it got out of hand with me.
As it does.
Yeah. So I learned this from the kids.
Yeah. So I guess so. Do they all write in Finnish, or they write in English?
Both, yeah. And
That'd be interesting.
yeah, I have showed them some tricks that, like, yesterday I had an idea about making a song in Chinese, so I did it. It was my first Chinese language song.
Were you part of that live that I did on Monday? That was like, do a song outside of your own language. Was that yours, the Chinese one?
Oh, no.
No. Everybody watched my live sessions. Sunday night, USA. Monday night, Australia. Check the thumbnails. But yeah, there was a Chinese one. I thought it was interesting. And I love seeing people's take on that too. You give people a broad assignment and say, do something in a foreign language. You know what the frick's coming. Who knows what's coming back, man? People like to do their own creative spin on things. I love that. How did that turn out for you?
Quite all right.
Did you publish it?
Yeah, I think it's on music, like project topic channel.
On your topic but it's not on your main.
No, it's not. No,
it's
not a video. It's just a song.
Let me see if I can find it. Mighty W
project.
Bear with us.
Yeah.
Actually, whatever. We can block out this section if we really want.
Yeah.
This topic, got it here. Oh yeah, I see that. Mighty. I might subscribe to that as well. Subscribe. Now you got another sub.
Thanks.
Is this Wu Chang?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna bring this up. We can listen to it together. This is the first time ever being shown on my screen. You say skip ad. Okay, cool.
It's not
Stand
really.
by.
It's not really a good song, but I have this thing that.
Don't. That's for everybody else to judge.
Yeah. When I get an idea, I have to do it. Like.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, I wanted to do something in the style of Rammstein, and singer.
Let me know about that.
It's already published.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice. We'll have to check it out. We'll check out this one in China because I'm interested because I've seen you do a few different genres, even though you keep plugging me in the background how much of a metalhead you are. I see a lot of different stuff coming through. Like I said, Gaelic pop was something that popped out to me, and I didn't even know there was such a thing. And there may not be. That might just be something that I invented in my head. But let's share this one.
Okay.
Screen, window, that. All right, let's check it out. We'll think we should play the whole thing.
No.
Yeah, we'll do it.
No,
we'll do it.
No.
We'll do a part of it.
Yeah. It's not that good song.
But I find it interesting. There we go. What's wrong with this? Well, I don't know what was wrong with that. I like the song. It all made sense. It was pretty good. You know, if I see that as like, oh man, you could make such a good video out of that. You don't even have to know what it says, man. You could do such good imagery on that based on this still image. Has that done in Midjourney as well?
Yeah, I had to check it out with ChatGPT. What those Chinese markings? What do they mean? But it was it made sense. So.
Yeah, it could literally say "suck a D" and I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
right.
That's why I had to check it out.
Yeah. So no, that's cool. So yeah, so it combines like so use of Chinese fantasy sort of sounds at the start, and then goes into your metal. That's pretty cool. I like that. It made sense. I mean, the whole end of it, I suppose, could fall apart. I don't know, but I don't know why you didn't like that song. I thought it was good. Maybe I'll even feature it one day.
Yeah, I like to mix things up, like different genres. Like I have lots of songs that there are like two sides, like black and white, and like clear singing, and then this growling style.
Yeah. So would you say your influences are mainly like Rammstein?
No.
No?
It's like I said, when I got this idea that I have to do something, I just need to do it. Like that Rammstein album, I got an idea about that, and then I had an idea that I like there to be a singer who sang that she will sound like Nina Hagen or something like that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
it's
to,
interesting you say that. I wonder. Go.
yeah, I like to experiment with the AI,
Mm.
like do something that nobody has done before.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So I find it interesting that you're saying that because I'm the same way. And I've been worried that I haven't been this recently, but like I'll be driving along and just some thought for some, like I like to do songs that take, say, like a TV character or something that's known, a concept, and just twist it to mean something else, right? Like, or just something that's like sad, like guilt. And how do I make that so it's just fucked up and it's laughable? And I did one like as an example. It's like people feeling guilty. Like how do I? And I thought, well, what about when people peeing in the shower? What if I make a song about how guilty someone feels about peeing in the shower? And when I get these ideas, just like you, I go, and that's all I can think about. And until I do that song out, I'll just be thinking, if I don't do it, I'm going to forget it. If I don't do it, I'm going to forget it. And it just got to get done. Those are the best ones. Is that your process? I wonder if how other many people are the sort of same way.
Yep. And now the AI, it has given a chance to express and get it out of my system, these things. Like I can do it. I have wanted to make music for a long time. I've learned to play piano when I was 7 years old until when I was 12, but I still can play something, but I'm not good at it.
Yeah. I can still do scales on the trumpet. I don't know if I can still read the music on the fly, but that's true. Like, you know, when you're making music when you're younger and you're playing in bands or whatever, you definitely get a bug that you feel like you know what it's like to do it. And when you lose it, you want to bring it back. And AI's definitely brought it back for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Cool.
And
I'm just going to get out of here.
I'm not very good with lyrics or writing, but I use ChatGPT to that. Yeah. I sometimes change the lyrics, sometimes don't. I built my own lyrics, ChatGPT, that makes me lyrics that don't sound so much like they are made with AI.
Yeah. I always find that interesting that people with English second language are so good, because I always found that, like when I watch Eurovision, when people are trying to make English songs and English isn't their first language, that it's a little bit quirky and it's not quite right. Like we get what you're saying, but I always find it interesting that that hasn't been my experience with people in this community, like you, like X-Blue Division, like some of the others, that the music that comes out isn't quirky necessarily. And I kind of talk to X-Blue a bit, and I say, dude, you're German, but your lyrics don't sound like German translated to English. They're perfectly good sounding, reasonable, make sense lyrics, even though you're German. So I'm glad you take that approach too. Well, look, we might wrap this up because and this last bit, because there's one interesting part I have as well, which is your flying spaghetti monster. Yeah. What was that album? What was your thought process behind doing that? Because I'm looking at your stuff and it's like, well, you're not that one thing. You're not that one thing. You're not one thing. And then all of a sudden, Flying Spaghetti Monster comes up. You know?
Yeah, that was the most funniest album I have ever made. I had so much fun. When I listened to it, I was laughing by myself in my music room.
Well, let me maybe I can bring up a visual on that. Just so I'll bring up a visual. I won't play the album or anything like that. But I think it would be a good idea to have it up, and that way people are like, I'm going to check that out.
Yeah, I made that background video with Luma Dream Machine. It was free at the time.
With Luma, okay.
Luma, yeah.
Yep, I'll bring it up.
And
I'm going to go from your fantasy-looking Chinese, your fantasy Just yeah, I was going to share screen.
This
I
was
don't know, like this.
this was AI made lyrics, but it made them so funny that I liked it.
Yeah, come on, man. Oh, like this one. Yeah. So there you go. Check out Flying Spaghetti Monster. Awesome. Cool. Now, do you like? So I was going to ask you because I think I'm going to ask. I'll ask a couple questions as sort of signing off because I want to promote people as best I can, and you don't necessarily promote just yourself. And I'll give you a chance to do that as well. Favorite AI music person right now, persona? Who's your favorite other than you? And obviously me being probably everybody's favorite. Like like check out Praise Be Vinyl. What is your favorite AI musician creator out there other than you or me?
I think I like the story about Piritta Kela and John Pappan.
John Pappin.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how you pronounce it, but I love the story.
That'll do. That'll do. Yeah. Cool. We'll let John know about that. That's pretty cool.
Have been following them.
Fantastic. I love that. I think this might be a regular question. I love that people, in this space, people don't know that they're being followed. A lot of times it's really quiet. So I like that. That's cool. We'll let them know. Next question, and it'll be the last, and we'll sort of sign off. What do you have premiering pretty soon? The reason I'm asking right now is Phoenix and Professor Jacket and Dom over the AI Music Society and I want to say some of the others. I want to say Fallen Angel, but it may not be Fallen Angel. I'm in the chat. Are doing this Freaky Friday fun thing. Actually, I'll tell you what it is. I don't want to freak that up. It's called Fresh Friday Festival, where they basically run people's premieres one after another. Do you have anything premiering anytime soon that you'd want people to know about, even if it's not on the Freaky Friday?
No.
You have nothing premiering at all.
No,
that's right.
No.
So that's fine. You don't have a premiere coming because I never have any premieres either.
Yeah, because I don't know what I'm doing next. Now I want to do something whole different thing next, and soon I will be driving to my workplace, and I believe I will get an idea what I'm gonna do next in that car trip, about half an hour.
Yeah. Driving is where it happens.
Yeah, and after I get there, I will know what I will do next.
Mm-hmm. So what's potentially going to inspire you in that drive?
I have no idea.
Perfect. That's what makes your stuff so crazy. Nice. Cool. Mikko, I want to thank you for being on here. Don't forget to subscribe and comment below. It's been really cool. I love talking to people across Europe. It makes me very happy that we've got like a worldwide community. If anybody get a chance, check out the John Fossa Foundation, which is a charity I support. I'm going to be trying to get a few people to go to Indonesia with me on a bus to do. It'll be my second trip. It's life-changing, not just for the people who have their cataracts removed, but it's completely life-changing for anybody who actually has a heart to basically experience that. So, Mikko, is there anything else you want to sign off with?
Go listen, Mighty W. How do you pronounce my project channel?
Mighty W Productions.
Okay, yeah, that one.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Go listen.
We'll do that. Nice. Yeah, nice. Well, the links will be down below. It'll be cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Thanks, Mikko. I appreciate that. And hope you like this video, and we'll catch you for the next one.